All right. I think we should be okay. Kickoff just about to happen. Last season, Pittsburgh swept the series 2-0. All-time Steelers lead series 79 wins, 61 losses, and one tie against the Cleveland Browns. Mike Tomlin versus the Browns, 24-5-1 in the regular season. Here's the kickoff, and the Browns will receive the ball. I'm kind of excited right now because I just now found a new broadcast that kind of gives me everything I need. Jacoby Brissett in 2022. Oh, it just went away. Here we go. Chubb, the running back, tight end in motion, a receiver in motion. Everyone's shifting to the right. Receiver in motion. They're going to hand it off to Nick Chubb right down the middle. He'll get maybe 2 yards. Be 1 yard. Brissett. Last week versus the Jets. 81% completed. 229 passing yards, 1 passing touchdown, and 1 interception. This season, Browns have 380 yards a game, which is 9th in the NFL. 3 receivers, tight end in motion. Peoples-Jones on motion. Quarterback under center. Nick Chubb, the running back. Hands it off to Chubb. Wide open gap. He hurls a defender and will get tackled around the 39-yard line. He hurdled Minkah Fitzpatrick, which is having a pretty great season so far. This season, the Browns 200.5 rushing yards a game, first in the NFL. Of course, they have Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt, probably the best running back duo in the NFL. And it's going to be an incomplete pass on first down. Brings up 2nd and 10. All right. This season, Browns 179.5 passing yards a game, 26 in the NFL. Not too great there. Definitely a running team. Nick Chubb entering tonight, 228 rushing yards, 3 touchdowns, 39 rushing attempts. Quick throw to Mark Cooper. He gets back to the line of scrimmage for no gain. Brings up 3rd and 10. This season, the Browns are 53% on 3rd down conversions, which is 4th in the NFL. Brissett, no back, drops back to pass. All the time, throws it incomplete. Dangerous throw, winds up incomplete, brings up 4th and 10. Great defensive stop for the Steelers. 3rd down targets, Amari Cooper leads with 34% of the time. So now, 4th down. Here, they're going to bring on the punting team. 13:08 to go in the first quarter. Punt is off. And bounces in the end zone. All right, touchback. Steelers will have the ball at their own 25 with 13 minutes to go in the first quarter. Big story, big out for the Steelers in this game is Davion Clowney. He's out tonight with his ankle. So a lost piece there for the Browns defense. Um, Speaking of Browns defense, last week they allowed Joe Flacco to get 307 yards, 4 touchdowns, no interceptions, and a QB rating of 110.7. Um, Nick Chubb last week. Never mind. Hold on. That's not what I was. There it is. Okay, Steelers pass defense is 79 rating. Cameron Sutton, Steelers corner, had 7 targets, allowed 5 receptions, and 77 yards. I thought I had more things to say and show everyone, but apparently not. I'll go over my predictions of this game. I know a lot of people. Oh, hold on, let me. That's. There we go. Go over my predictions of this game. I know a lot of people say that this game right here is not going to be that good. And it's going to be an ugly game, but I think this right here is actually going to be a pretty good game. Division rivals, both coming out from a loss, need something to prove, and I think it'll be a pretty good game. My prediction is the Cleveland Browns win. Browns are favored by 5. Over under 38. Here we go. Game back on. Najee Harris, the running back. 3 receivers. Fakes the handoff, rolls to the right, and throws it. It is caught for the first down and more. Be about a 13-yard gain for the Steelers. Deontay Johnson, he's been really great underrated receiver in the league. Deontay Johnson, bottom of your screen. Najee Harris, the running back. Steelers 255 yards a game, 30th in the NFL. Hands off to Harris, right down the middle. He gets about 2 yards. Trubisky, this year so far, 362 passing yards. Completion percentage is 59.2. He has 2 passing touchdowns and 1 interception. This season, 172 passing yards a game for the Steelers. That is 28th in the NFL. Hands off to Harris, right down the middle. About 3 yards. Brings up 3rd down. This season, Steelers 40% 3rd down conversions, 14th in the NFL. 3rd down targets, Deontay Johnson leads 30% of the time. No back, 3 receivers. Trubisky drops back to throw, throws it deep to Deontay Johnson. It is incomplete. Browns stop the Steelers on 3rd and 5. Denzel Ward with the stop. That was Garrett. Great blocking from the offensive line, not letting him get through. Here's the punt. Gets it off. And fair catch called at around the 23-yard line. 11:04 to go in the first quarter. Tied game at 0. To a commercial break. So total yards. Hold on. There we go. Total yards. Browns 14. All 14 are rushing yards. For the Steelers, 18 total yards, 5 rushing, 13 passing. Mitch Trubisky, 1 for 2, 13 yards. Brissett, 1 for 3. I guess that completed pass was for nothing. Nick Chubb, run the ball well so far. 2 attempts, 14 yards. Longest run was 13. Najee Harris, 2 attempts, 5 yards. The big talk for the Steelers fans is Mitch Trubisky. A lot of Steelers fans not impressed with his performance so far this season. I am not as well. He's had a pretty bad season so far. A lot of people wanted to see Kenny Pickett, and I do as well. I even think Kenny Pickett even played better in the preseason. But I know Mike Tomlin wants to keep him healthy, keep letting him get developed into the league. But Mitch Trubisky this year has 362 passing yards, which is 29th in the NFL. 2 touchdowns. That right there is tied 17th. And 2 interceptions, which is tied for second. And 1 touchdown. Oh no, sorry. 2 touchdowns, tied for 17th. 1 interception, tied for 4th. Sorry about that. I was looking at Mika Fitzpatrick, who's been having a really great season so far. 12 tackles, tied 17th. 2 interceptions, tied second, and 1 touchdown. Welcome in, Paul. Thank you for coming to the live stream. Alright, now they're showing the Browns choke their lead to the Jets. Horrible final 2 minutes of that game for the Browns. Alright, here we go. Game is back on. Nick Chubb, the running back, hands it off to Chubb, and he's going to get stopped immediately by a gain of 1. Brings up 2nd and 9. 10:40 to go in the first quarter. Second and 8. Oh, I lost my audio. Kareem Hunt in motion. Nick Chubb, the running back, fakes the handoff, throws it quickly to Hunt, and Hunt will get about 2 yards. Last week versus the Jets, Nick Chubb, 17 rushing attempts, 87 rushing yards, and 3 touchdowns. Really carried the Browns last week. Browns, of course, did not help Chubb at all. Brings up 3rd and 6, 53% on 3rd down conversions, 4th in the NFL. Leading target is Amari Cooper, 34% of the time. Hunt in motion, Brissett no back. And flag is thrown, should be offsides on the Steelers. Defender jumped. Neutral zone infraction on the defense. Third and 1 now for the Browns. Hunt, the running back. Set. Goes back to pass. And he's going to get sacked. Questionable play call. Brings up 4th down. Great stop for the Steelers. That brings up 4th down. Steelers will, not the Steelers, but the Browns will punt. 8:50 to go in the first quarter. First punt for the Browns was 61 yards, which led to a touchback. Here's this punt. Lot shorter, doesn't even go past midfield. Yeah, might have been tipped. It looks like it is. A great field position for the Steelers. Now they're showing Little Caesars Pizza commercial. Mitch Trubisky getting ready to get on the field. That was a 25-yard punt, but definitely tipped. So here it is. Here's the punt. And yep, great block for the Steelers. Steeler Brew, the one who blocked it. All right, here we go. 1st and 10 for the Steelers. Claypool in motion. Hands up to Harris. Harris, great run. Stiffs arm a man. Fighting from extra yards. Gets about 9 yards. Just short of the 1st down. Brings up 2nd and 1. Myles Garrett, 44 QB pressures versus Pittsburgh in career. Most versus any team. Trubisky, 1 for 7, 25 yards on pass attempts of 20-plus air yards. Just showing that not the greatest deep ball for Trubisky. Another run for Harris. It's about 5 yards. It'll be 4 yards. Brings up 2nd down. Last season had a Najee Harris last season 307 rushing attempts, 1,200 rushing yards, averaging 3.9 yards a carry, 7 touchdowns. All right, 3 receivers. Trubisky, quick throw, and it is caught but tackled for about a 3-yard loss is Pickens. Yeah, Pickens had a great preseason, but so far, regular season, not much at all. All right, 3rd down. Deontay Johnson leads with 30% of the targets. No back. Trubisky drops back to throw and is caught by Najee Harris. Harris will get tackled short of the 1st down for about a 3-yard gain. Brings up what should be 4th and 5. Fourth and 4. Chris Boswell goes onto the field for the field goal. This will be a 50-yard field goal attempt for Chris Boswell. With 6 minutes to go in the 1st quarter. Is up, and it is no good. Wind just too much for the Steelers. And the next gen stats had the field goal make probability at 36%. They were right there. And yeah, it was good. But the wind just carried it to the right. So 5:55 to go in the 1st quarter. Game is tied at 0. Wind just too much. Chris Boswell. The Steelers 34 total yards, 19 rushing yards, 15 passing yards. For the Browns, 9 total yards, 16 rushing yards, -7 passing yards. All right, Mitch Trubisky, so far 3 for 4, 15 yards. Najee Harris, rushing 4 attempts, 19 yards. Longest run was 10 yards. Receiving, Deontay Johnson, 2 targets, 1 reception, 13 yards. Najee Harris, 1 target, 1 reception, 4 yards. And Pickens, 1 target, 1 reception, for -2 yards. For the Browns, Brissett, 2 for 4, 2 yards. Rushing, Nick Chubb, 3 attempts, 16 yards. Longest run was for 13. Receiving, Kareem Hunt, 1 target, 1 reception, 2 yards. Peoples-Jones, 1 target, did not catch it. Amari Cooper, 1 target, 1 reception, 0 yards. Forrestall, 1 target, did not catch it. Alright, game back on. Last season, Chris Boswell, field goal attempts. He was 36 for 40. High. And his longest kick was for 53 yards. Alright. Here we go. Game back on. Cleveland Browns at the 40-yard line, at their own 40-yard line. Brissett hands it off to the left to Chubb. Chubb, it's about maybe 1 yard. Brings up 2nd down. Here we go. Another play is incomplete. Intended receiver was Nick Chubb. Brings up 3rd and 9. Third and 9. Amari Cooper leads in 3rd down targets 34% of the time. The Browns are 53.3% on 3rd down conversions, 4th in the NFL. Hunt, the running back, now a receiver. 5 receivers. Brissett. 5:31 to go in the first quarter. Hunt in motion. Brissett drops back to pass. Throws middle of the field to Njoku. He's going to be close to the 1st down, and they're going to mark him just short. It'll bring it 4th and inches. Just short of midfield. And Browns will go for it. Set under center. He's going to sneak it himself, and he's going to get it. Gets about 2 or 3 yards on the sneak. Njoku last week versus Jets, 5 targets, 3 receptions, and 32 receiving yards. Jacoby Brissett is 39 for 40 on 3rd and 1 or 4th and 1. Oh yeah, your go-to guy on those kind of plays. 4 receivers, Chubb the running back, hands it off to Chubb. He goes to the right. He's gonna find a gap. He's gonna get the 1st down and more. And he's gonna dodge Mika Fitzpatrick, and he's just gonna be short of the 10-yard line. It'll be at the Steelers 12. Great run for Nick Chubb. Rushing outside the tackle since 2018, Nick Chubb, 3,791 rushing yards, 28 rushing touchdowns, and averages 5.8 yards a carry outside the tackles. And here we go, 1st and 10, hand it off to Chubb, and he goes in the middle, and he's might get 2 yards on the carry. Be a 1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9. Chubb not being subbed off. 3:12 to go in the first quarter. Browns looking to score. Last 2 seasons, the Browns averaged more than 145 rushing yards a game. Brissett drops back to pass, throws it, completed, and touchdown, Amari Cooper. Great drive for the Browns. That scoring drive, 7 plays, 60 yards, 3 minutes, 1 second. 2:54 to go in the first quarter. Edmonds, the one who was guarding Cooper there on that play. So far, Browns looking pretty good against the Steelers. That offense really clicked on that drive. Here's the extra point, and it is good. No wind. The Browns took the early lead with 2:54 to go, 7-0. They have 69 total yards, 57 rushing yards, 12 passing yards. Brissett is 4 for 7, 21 yards, 1 touchdown. Nick Chubb rushing, 6 attempts, 54 yards. Longest run was 36, which we saw. Great run. Brissett, 1 attempt, 3 yards on the QB sneak on 4th and 1. Receiving now, Amari Cooper, 2 targets, 2 catches, 11 yards, 1 touchdown. Njoku, 1 target, 1 reception, 8 yards. Kareem Hunt, 1 target, 1 reception, 2 yards. Peoples-Jones, 1 target, 0 receptions. Forrestall, 1 target, 0 receptions. And Nick Chubb, 1 target, 0 receptions. Give me just 1 second. I'll be right back. Landon! Oh, I was unmuted. Well, hello there. Now I'm going to be muted. All right. Here we go. Cade York to kick it off. And it's going to be a touchback. Oh, it's downstairs. Oh, that's... No. The Browns win probability before the score was 69%, after the score 75%. Trubisky so far 3 for 4, 15 yards. First and 10 at their own 25. Warren, the running back, fakes the handoff. Now throws it to Warren. Warren will get about 3 yards. Brings up 2nd and 7, 2:30 to go in the first quarter. Win probability, Browns 75%, Steelers 25%. Claypool in motion. Warren the running back. Trubisky rolls to the left, caught by Deontay Johnson. He's going to get the first down and more. It'll be about 11 yards for the Steelers. First down, 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. Steelers this season, 255 yards a game, 30th in the NFL. Snap, hands it off to Warren, and Warren's going to get about 7 yards on the carry. Brings up 2nd and 3 at their own 46. Trubisky rolls to the right. Wide open man in the middle of the field. Didn't it? What a catch by Pickens! Wow! Oh, wow! One-handed catch over his shoulder while falling. Wow! What a catch! Hands it off to Warren. Warren's going to get about 5 yards on the carry. Hello, Dad. Welcome to the live stream. Welcome in, Meg. I'm doing well, Meg. Thank you for asking. Yeah, he had Claypool wide open in the middle of the field and then threw it to Pickens, and Pickens with just an amazing catch. Hands off to Warren. Warren finds the gap, finds the first down inside the 5-yard line. Steelers looking to score. 25 seconds to go in the first quarter. Pickens in the preseason, 8 receptions, 84 yards, a touchdown. First and goal. And it looks like they're just going to let the first quarter run out. That's going to be the end of the first quarter. The Browns lead 7-0. Steelers, though, looking to tie it here. What a catch. That's going to be talked about all week. And we were just talking about earlier in the game how Pickens was real quiet, has been real quiet all season. And he was pretty good in the preseason, but so far in the regular season has been pretty quiet. But that right there definitely get him some talk. And he has 2 targets so far, 2 receptions, 34 yards. Trubisky so far, 6 for 7, 65 yards. Rushing for the Steelers, Jalen Warren, 3 attempts, 20 yards. Najee Harris, 4 attempts, 19 yards. Receiving, George Pickens, 2 targets, 2 receptions, 34 yards. Deontay Johnson, 3 targets, 2 receptions, 24 yards. Najee Harris, 1 target, 1 reception, 4 yards. And Jalen Warren, 1 target, 1 reception for 3 yards. Steelers have 104 total yards. 39 rushing yards and 65 passing yards. Give me just 1 second. All right. Browns 69 total yards, 57 rushing yards, 12 passing yards. See what I got right over here. How about Nick Chubb? Kareem Hunt, also a great running back. Last week he had 13 carries, 58 yards, 4.5 yards per carry. Also Amari Cooper last week against the Jets had 10 targets, 9 receptions, 101 yards, and a touchdown. And already making himself known in this game with the touchdown. Game is back on. Najee Harris, the running back. Pretty much everyone in motion. Trubisky takes a snap, hands out to Harris. Harris gets to the left, and he's going to get the first down after bulldozing some defenders. But a flag is on the field. And it doesn't look like Najee Harris knows. Now he knows. Now he's celebrating. Offsides on the defense. So it is a touchdown for the Steelers. Najee Harris. Hold on 1 second. All right. Extra point is good for the Steelers. So tie game at 7-7. Here's the replay of the catch. A great catch. Caught it with his right hand, just completely horizontal in the hair, hits the ground and still keeps possession of it. All right. Najee Harris. Nope, never mind. George Pickens, 2 targets, 2 receptions, 34 receiving yards, and a great catch. And then Najee Harris ends it off with a rushing touchdown and stiff arm a couple of defenders. Pickens at Georgia, 90 receptions, 1,347 yards, and 14 touchdowns. Here's kickoff, and it's dropped, but he's going to pick it back up. Kind of a bad kickoff there. Of course, the wind is bad. And this right here is kind of what I was thinking about, was the catch by Odell Beckham Jr. back in 2014 over the Cowboys, which also scored a touchdown. And then, yeah. And then they compare it to the Pickens catch. No back. Set. There's 5 receivers. Set drops back to pass, throws it, is caught by Cooper. And Cooper get about 6 yards. Brings up second down. No, back again. Reset. Drops back to pass. All the time in the world. Rolls to the right. Throws it deep. And it is caught by Amari Cooper. And he's going to stay on his feet. Run towards the middle of the field. And goes down about the 15-yard line. But he was out of bounds. So I don't think that's going to count at all. He was out of bounds and went back in bounds. Yeah, so that right there won't count because Amari Cooper. Yeah, he went out of bounds on his own, so. I mean, Cooper didn't even have to do that. Cooper was wide open. Defender was like 5 yards behind him, just went out of bounds by himself. The Steelers catch a break. This season, the Browns 28 points a game. They're 7th in the NFL. And whistles. Or something. Referee's talking. Also, the clock was incorrect. 7 seconds go off the clock. 14 to go in the second quarter. And one of these days we'll start playing again, but substitutions, I guess, for the Steelers. All right, now we're good. 3rd and 2. Receiver in motion. 4 receivers. Hunt the running back to the left of Brissett. Brissett drops back to pass, throws it, caught by Njoku. He gets the first down and more. And it is around the 39-yard line. Steelers 404 yards allowed this season, a game. All right, 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line. And whistles are blown again. And I think timeout called for the Steelers. First timeout for the Steelers. Set 7th season, yards per pass 6.4. Passes per interception 71. Brissett's career completion percentage 60.4. Passing yards 8,118. Passing touchdowns 38. Interceptions 18. And he's played with 4 different teams. Brissett so far 6 for 10, 40 yards, and a touchdown to Amari Cooper. First and 10. 4 receivers. Hunt the running back. Bryant in motion. Hand off to Hunt to the left. Hunt gets about 2, maybe 1 yard on the carry. Brings up 2nd down. This season, the Steelers have allowed 128.5 rushing yards, 22nd in the NFL. Brissett record as a starter 15 and 24. Steelers 18.5 points allowed in a game, 12th in the NFL. 4 receivers. Brissett throws it, but knocked down at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 3rd and 9. Yep, timed perfectly at the line. Adams, I believe, knocked it down for the Steelers. Amari Cooper leads in third down targets with 34%. 5 receivers per set. Drops back to pass. Throws it. Peoples-Jones. He catches it for the first down. First down for the Browns. Past midfield. Entering tonight, Donovan Peoples-Jones, 12 targets, 9 receptions, 60 receiving yards, and 1 touchdown. So 1st and 10 at the Steelers 49. Crazy play. Hunt now, running back screen. So, okay, I don't know what the heck just happened there. A lot of tosses, then Brissett. I don't know what just happened, but it's going to be pretty much a running back screen for about 8 yards. A whole bunch of tosses. To be fair, Steelers. Sorry, that was 11 yards. I guess maybe the line wasn't accurate. Brissett goes back to pass, throws it to Amari Cooper, caught around the 21-yard line. Another first down for the Browns. Great play for Amari Cooper. And got both feet in. Nice route, nice catch. Nick Chubb, the running back. Amari Cooper, bottom of the screen. Brissett hands it off to Chubb. Chubb switches directions and gets maybe 3 yards. They're going to say 2 yards. Welcome in, Tony. Thank you for coming to the live stream, and thank you for subscribing. All right, 2nd and 9. Nick Chubb, the running back. Brissett drops back to pass, throws it, caught. And I think it's Njoku. 3rd catch for Njoku. Brings up 3rd down. Third and 3. 10 minutes to go in the 2nd quarter. Tied game at 7. Current drive for the Browns. 10 plays, 66 yards, 5:05. Njoku in motion. Hunt, the running back, to the left of Brissett. They're going to hand it off to Hunt. Hunt is going to get the first down. And gets to about the Steelers' 6-yard line. 1st and goal for the Browns. $9:30 to go in the 2nd quarter. Kareem Hunt entering tonight, 24 rushes, 104 rushing yards, averaging 4.3 yards a carry, 1 touchdown. Nine minutes to go in the 2nd quarter. Hunt, the running back, Brissett drops back to pass, throws it to the end zone, and caught. Touchdown for the Browns. Njoku. Touchdown Browns. Scoring drive, 12 plays, 79 yards, 5:57. 8:58 to go in the 2nd quarter. Njoku catches the touchdown from Brissett. Yeah, just looked easy for Njoku on that play. Wide open, a little bit high from Brissett, but Njoku, great catch. Here's the extra point. Hits the right. Wow, here hits the right upright. And it's going to be no good. The wind. Going to be a killer tonight. And we go to commercial. So with 8:58 to go, the Browns lead 13-7. Browns have 148 total yards, 65 rushing yards, 83 passing yards. Jacoby Brissett, 11 for 16, 91 yards, 2 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. Rushing, Nick Chubb, 7 attempts, 55 yards, no touchdowns. Longest run was 36 yards. Kareem Hunt, 2 attempts, 7 yards. Longest run was 6. Brissett, 1 attempt, 3 yards on 4th and 1. Even for the Browns, Amari Cooper, 5 targets, 4 receptions, 35 yards, 1 touchdown. Longest catch was 18 yards. Njoku, 4 targets, 4 receptions, 34 yards, 1 touchdown, having himself a game. Kareem Hunt, 2 targets, 2 receptions, 12 yards. Longest catch was 11 yards. Peoples-Jones, 3 targets, 1 catch, 10 yards. Forrestal, 1 target, 0 receptions. Nick Chubb, 1 target, 0 receptions. Now for the Steelers, 109 total yards, 44 rushing yards, 65 passing yards. Mitch Trubisky, 6 for 7, 65 yards, 0 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. Rushing, Najee Harris, 5 attempts, 24 yards, 1 touchdown. Jalen Warren, 3 attempts, 20 yards. Longest rush was 7 yards. George Pickens, 2 targets, 2 receptions, 34 yards. Had a great one-handed catch. Deontay Johnson, 3 targets, 2 receptions, 24 yards. Najee Harris, 1 target, 1 reception for 4 yards. And Jalen Warren, 1 target, 1 reception for 3 yards. Game back on. Cade York kicks it off. And it's going to be a touchback. The Browns scoring drive, 12 plays, 79 yards, 5 minutes, 57 seconds. Touchdown for David Njoku, 7-yard reception touchdown. On that play, 9 passes, 3 rushes. Tonight, Mitch Trubisky, 2.84 seconds to throw. Jacoby Brissett, 2.64 seconds to throw. Yards after contact, Nick Chubb, 7.28. Here we go. Steelers. Trubisky rolls to the right. Caught by Deontay Johnson for about 8 yards. Entering tonight, Myles Garrett, 5 tackles, 3 sacks, 4 tackles for loss, and 4 QB hits, having himself a pretty good season so far. Second and 2 for the Browns, 8:30 to go in the second quarter. Trubisky under center. Claypool in motion. Hands off to the left of Najee Harris. Harris makes a cut inside and gets about 3 yards for the first down. 8:10 to go in the second quarter. All right. Deontay Johnson kind of offsides. Now he backs up. Najee Harris, the running back. Claypool at the top of the screen. Trubisky drops back to pass. All the pressure in the world. Gets away somehow. Throws it to Johnson. And is caught past midfield for the first down. At around the Browns 47. Great play from Trubisky. And a great block from Najee Harris. Good grief. Flipped over a man. All right. Najee Harris runs it to the left for about 4, maybe 5 yards. What a block. Good grief. On the field for the Browns, 4 defensive linemen, 3 linebackers, and 4 defensive backs. .640 to go in the second quarter. Steelers 2nd and 6. Now showing Pickett. Handoff to Warren to the right. He gets free for the first down. And he's going to lose the ball, but I think he was picked back up by Johnson. And Deontay Johnson does recover it. Ooh, good grief. First and 10. Steelers catch a break thanks to Deontay Johnson. Pickens at the bottom of the screen. Najee Harris, the running back. And I think the Browns call timeout, or there's something's going on for the Browns. Well, no ball. They don't have a ball in the field. That's why. All right, here we go. 6:05 to go in the second quarter. Hand off to Harris. Harris, it's about maybe a yard and a half. Brings up second down. On the field for the Browns, 4 defensive linemen, 2 linebackers, 5 defensive backs. For the Steelers, 1 running back, 1 tight end, 3 receivers. Second and 9. 5:20 to go in the second quarter. Claypool in motion. They're going to in around to Claypool. And he's going to get the first down and more. About an 11-yard run for Claypool. Just 1 second. Let me do something real quick. All right. Handoff to Harris in the middle, and he's going to get a great run inside the 5-yard line. Where's my... There it is. So first and goal at the Browns 5-yard line. And I'm going to hand off to Harris. Harris almost. And we marked at the 2-yard line. Najee Harris, 10 rushes, 45 yards, 1 touchdown. Now 46 yards. Current drive so far for the Steelers. 9 plays, 74 yards. I did not see the time though. Steelers, 1 running back, Najee Harris, 1 tight end, 3 receivers. Trubisky and shotgun. And fakes the handoff, runs it himself. And did he get it? He did. Mitch Trubisky runs it himself in. Touchdown, Steelers. And they didn't really have the best view, so you couldn't really see. It kind of looked like he went down at first. Oh, here's a better view. And Odds, we don't know. Still trying to see if he did score a touchdown. Rolling on the field is he did score, but not the greatest views. I think it is a touchdown. They're reviewing it right now. I think his left knee stays up, and once his right knee hits the ground, the ball just barely touches the line. So yeah, it's gonna be touchdown. So here we go. Extra point for Boswell. Up and good. Thought for a second we were gonna get another doink, but the Steelers lead 14-13 with 3:50 to go in the second quarter. All right. So far for the Steelers, 177 total yards, 88 rushing yards, 89 passing yards. Mitch Trubisky passing, 8 for 9, 89 yards, 0 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. Rushing, Najee Harris, 10 attempts, 46 yards, 1 touchdown. Had himself a couple of great runs. Jalen Warren, 4 attempts, 30 yards, 0 touchdowns. Longest rush was 10 yards. Did have a fumble, which was picked up by Deontay Johnson. Claypool, 1 attempt, 11 yards. And Trubisky, 1 attempt, 1 yard, which was a touchdown. Receiving for the Steelers, Deontay Johnson, 5 targets, 4 receptions, 48 yards. Longest catch was 16 yards, which he also did pick up the loose fumble. George Pickens, 2 targets, 2 receptions, 34 yards. Longest catch was 36 yards, and had a amazing one-handed catch. Najee Harris, 1 target, 1 reception, 4 yards. Jalen Warren, 1 target, 1 reception, 3 yards. And game is back on. So right now they're just talking about Deshaun Watson and his old deal. Alright, now we're back to the game. Next gen stats have win probability for the Browns at 57%. Steelers, of course, 43%. Here's kickoff. And it's going to be returned out of the end zone. And tackled around the 11-yard line. Bad decision to take that out. He was like 5 yards inside the end zone. So 1st and 10 for the Browns. 3:45 to go in the second quarter. Four receivers, Chubb in motion. Now 5 receivers. Brissett drops back. Throws middle of the field, caught by Njoku for about a 6-yard gain. The Steelers win probability before the score, 39%. After the score, 43%. 5 receivers for the Browns. Nick Chubb at the bottom of the screen. Brissett looking, caught by Njoku. Njoku gets the first down, stays on his feet. Great run after the catch for Njoku around the 38-yard line. We're going at the 37-yard line. Weird run. He was kind of like hobbling around. Kind of just got bounced around by different defenders and then picked up 19 yards on the catch. Nope, back again. Brissett throws it, caught by Njoku. Njoku gets the first down. Njoku having a great game so far. %12 pressure rate tonight for the Browns. Now Nick Chubb in the backfield. 4 receivers. Hands off to Chubb. Chubb gets to the outside and passes midfield to the Steelers 49. And I think the Browns will just let this tick down to the 2-minute warning. Njoku, 7 targets, 7 receptions, 68 yards, and 1 touchdown. And looked like they were trying to get one more play off before the 2-minute warning, but 2-minute warning beats them. They're going to go to a break. So at the 2-minute warning, Steelers lead 14-13 against the Browns. So player of the game so far for the Browns, Njoku having himself a great game. 7 targets, 7 receptions, 69 yards, and 1 touchdown. Brissett also having himself a pretty good game so far. He's 14 for 19, 126 yards, 2 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. Nick Chubb rushing, 8 attempts, 58 yards, 0 touchdowns. The longest run was 36 yards. Kareem Hunt, 2 attempts, 7 yards. The longest rush was 6 yards. Brissett, 1 attempt, 3 yards on the 4th and 1. Of course, Njoku, great game so far. Amari Cooper, 5 targets, 4 receptions, 35 yards, 1 touchdown. Kareem Hunt, 2 targets, 2 receptions, 12 yards. Peoples-Jones, 3 targets, 1 reception, 10 yards. Forrestal, 1 target, 0 receptions. Nick Chubb, 1 target, 0 reception. Trubisky, 8 for 9, 89 yards. Najee Harris, 10 attempts rushing, 46 yards, 1 touchdown. Jalen Warren, 4 attempts, 30 yards. It did have a fumble, but was recovered by Deontay Johnson. Claypool, 1 attempt, 11 yards. Trubisky, 1 attempt, 1 yard, which was a touchdown. Game is back on. Of course, no coach's challenge allowed in the last 2 minutes. 2nd and 7 for the Browns at midfield. Brissett hands it off to Hunt. Hunt. And Hunt's going to have a great run. Sorry, the commentator kind of caught me off guard. Said it was Chubb, but it was Hunt. But Hunt, great run, gets the first down into Steelers territory. at around the Steelers' 40. Bell in motion, hands it off to Hunt. Hunt spin move and might have lost a yard. Loses about half a yard, brings up second down. On the field for the Steelers defense, 2 defensive linemen, 4 linebackers, and 5 defensive backs. Kareem Hunt, the running back, Amari Cooper at the top of the screen. Brissett drops back to pass. Dumps it off to Hunt. Hunt, it's about 2 yards. Brings up third down. This season for the Browns, third down targets, Amari Cooper leads with 34% of the time. $50 seconds to go in the second quarter. And whistles. I think a timeout for the Steelers. Yup. Pittsburgh Steelers call a timeout. 3rd and 8 for the Browns. Now let's just going to show a quick little commercial. And Browns looking to take the lead here before halftime. I don't know what their field goal target line is. But they're kind of showing. Maybe they'll show it here. Or not. 3rd and 8 for the Browns. I think they might probably be in it right now. Joku in motion. Mark Cooper again gets 34% of the targets on 3rd down. Dumps it to Bell, and Bell's just going to be just short of the 1st down. Brings up 4th down. 4th and 2. I think Browns are going to call timeout. Talk if they're going to go for it, or they're going to test the rookie Cade York. Of course, he did miss the extra point. The wind right now, not in the kicker's favor so far. As Steelers do receive the kickoff at half. And the Browns offense will stay on the field. Current drive 8 plays. 4th and 2, 34 seconds to go. No back, 5 receivers. Hunt at the top of the screen. Hunt now in motion. Brissett drops back to pass. Throws it to Cooper and is caught for the 1st down at the, I think, 34-yard line. Browns call their second timeout with 27 seconds to go. Great pass from Brissett to get it to Cooper. And Cooper, a great route getting behind the defender and pass Hunt. Just a great play for the Browns. And an official review for something. Make sure he caught it. Right, here we go. Show us, please. Oh, I hate that. That's so stupid. I mean, it should look like a catch at first. But they go to commercial break. Browns, 205 total yards, 79 rushing yards. All right, there it is. All right. Now I'm good. All right. The Browns have 205 total yards, 79 rushing yards, 126 passing yards. Brissett having a pretty good game, 16 for 21, 134 yards, 2 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. Rushing for the Browns, Nick Chubb has 8 rushing attempts for 58 yards. The longest rush was 36 yards. Kareem Hunt, 4 attempts, 18 yards. Longest rush was 11. Brissett on 4th and 1, got 3 yards. Njoku having a really good game. 7 targets, 7 receptions, 69 yards, 1 touchdown. The longest catch was 19. Hold on. All right. So they roared a catch, but the commentators are saying that he might have dropped it or something. Pass was incomplete. 1st and 10 for the Steelers. I would like to see the. I'd like to see the not completed pass. Hold on. Here it is. And oh yeah, I might have. Oh yeah, got it. Okay. Oh here. Oh yep, incomplete. Had it at first, but then kind of just rolled through his arms and hit the ground. Hold on, Landon. Hold on. All right. So 1st and 10 for the Steelers. Trubisky, all the time in the world, just throws it to the ground. Flag is thrown. Holding on the defense. Denzel Ward. Holding Johnson. All right, 1st and 10 for the Steelers. 25 seconds to go. Steelers have 1 running back, 1 tight end, 3 receivers. Trubisky drops back to pass. And it is thrown and caught by Claypool. Past midfield. 17 seconds to go. I think the Steelers call their last timeout. Yup, they do. Yeah, wide open. Wide open for Claypool. Trubisky finds him and complete. Past midfield into Browns territory. And Steelers now looking to get extra points before halftime. Of course, the wind right now not in the kicker's favor. There we go. Najee Harris, the running back. Deontay Johnson at the bottom of the screen. Pickens, top of the screen. At the Browns 43. Trubisky drops back to pass. Throws it deep. And it is incomplete. Out of bounds. Threw out of bounds. 12 seconds to go in the 2nd quarter. And Deontay Johnson seemed to be frustrated with Trubisky's choice. Looks like receivers not liking Trubisky at all, and for their reasons. Trubisky drops back to pass, throws it deep and into coverage, incomplete, throws out of bounds. Intended receiver was Pickens. 6 seconds to go. This season, Deontay Johnson leads in third down targets, 30%. This season, Steelers are 40% on third down. Browns will call their final timeout. Welcome in, Dad. Thank you for coming to the live stream again. Welcome back. Next week, Thursday Night Football, Dolphins versus the Bengals. Definitely going to be reacting to that game. In 2019, LSU at Alabama, both quarterbacks played amazing. Joe Burrow had 3 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. Tua had 4 touchdowns and 1 interception. Tua had over 400 yards, and Joe Burrow had, I think, like 380. But here we go. 3rd and 10. No back. Pickens bottom of the screen. Claypool in the slot. And Trubisky throws it out of bounds with no time left. That's going to be the end of the first half. At halftime, the Steelers lead 14-13. The Steelers will receive kickoff after the halftime is over. All right. So at halftime, Steelers lead 14-13. The Steelers, 197 total yards, 88 rushing yards, 109 passing yards. Browns, 205 205 total yards, 79 rushing yards, and 126 passing yards. Let's kind of go over some of these things real quick. So kind of like we were talking about earlier, like maybe like 2 minutes ago, receivers not happy about Mr. Trubisky's performance so far in the regular season. Not counting this game, he has 362 yards, which is 29th in the NFL. He has 2 touchdowns, which is tied 17th, and 1 interception, tied 4th. So yeah, has had the best season so far. I know a lot of people thought that Kenny Pickett won in the preseason. He had a pretty good preseason, but Mike Tomlin chooses Trubisky over Pickett. He gave his reasons, saying that he just wanted to let Pickett get more developed. Don't want to start him too early, especially don't want to risk an injury to what could be your future quarterback. I think kind of smart so far, but receiver is obviously not the happiest with Trubisky right now. Denzel Ward, corner for the Browns, last week he had 5 targets against him, allowed all 5 to be caught, 112 yards and 2 touchdowns. So your best corner did not play well last week, and this week I guess we'll see how he's done. Um. All right, let's go. Let's do my predictions real quick. Let me find. Oh yeah, that's what I was saying. So a lot of people were saying this game right here wasn't gonna be that great. It wasn't. It was just gonna be bad. Both bad. Both teams are bad. And while I agree, both teams are not the best. It's been a pretty good game. Of course, we saw a really great play with George Pickens one-handed catch. That was a really great play. Njoku's had himself a great game. 7 targets, 7 receptions, 69 yards, and a touchdown. It's just kind of been a pretty good game so far. But we'll go over my predictions of this week. Of course, before the game started, I said the Browns would win. Still really anybody's game. Let me see if I can find a see if I can find something. Maybe I'll just show Google. Give me just 1 second. Let me find it. All right, there we go. Now let me go over here. All right. Oops, there we go. So I'll kind of just show this real quick. Of course, this game I said the Browns, Bills versus Dolphins, probably the #1 game that everyone is looking at. Of course, #1 game I'm looking at because I'm a Dolphins fan, and both teams right now coming off a really great game. Dolphins a great comeback. Bills just completely dominating the Titans, 41-7. Bills right now look unstoppable. They've played amazing. Josh Allen looking like an MVP. Stephon Diggs playing great. But hard to say this as a Dolphins fan, but I'm going to go with the Bills. Bills have owned the Dolphins for the past, what was it, 7 games? I think they're 7-0 in the last 7 games. So yeah, I'm going to go with the Bills. I think it still is going to be a close game. But I think the Bills are just the best team right now in the NFL. Bengals versus the Jets. The Jets just came off, again, comeback win over the team we're watching today, the Browns. So, great comeback win for the Jets. Bengals, I think, probably the most disappointing team this season. They said that the offensive line was new. That offensive line still trying to get Joe Burrow killed. He's been sacked 3+ times in the past 7 games, I think is what it said. So yeah, uh, Joe Burrow made of steel, seems like. And overall, the Bengals just really disappointing, losing to Cooper Rush and the Cowboys. Lost to, again, team we're watching today, the Steelers. It was a close game, pretty entertaining game as well. A lot of missed field goals. But with this game, I'm gonna go with the Jets. I'm gonna go with the Jets to upset the Bengals. Jets, I think, just have a little bit more momentum, and I truly just think the Jets will beat the Bengals. Bengals right now, they just haven't seen much out of them at all. For the defending AFC champions, they're just not playing good at all. Of course, the Jets aren't either, but the Jets will upset the Bengals. I think that there will actually be a really close game as well. Raiders versus Titans, again, both kind of disappointing teams. Raiders just got Devontae Adams. And he had himself a pretty good first game. But then against the Cardinals, he had one touchdown in the first quarter, but then after that, pretty much nothing. And the Titans, again, kind of disappointed. They did lose quite a bit of key players. Of course, number one being AJ Brown, and he's having himself a great season so far. Derrick Henry has been really quiet this season. It seems like a lot of teams are kind of getting his number now, kind of stopping him now. So, and the Titans again, their defense is non-existent. So I'm just gonna go with the Raiders here. I think the Raiders will win. I think this right here is the game where it kind of turns around for them, because they're gonna have to win sometime close, and I think it'll be this game against the Titans, because the Titans just real disappointing. I'll pick the Raiders in that game. Saints versus the Panthers. Panthers another team that's kind of disappointing this year. Baker Mayfield does not seem to be that guy. Saints did lose their streak to the Buccaneers last week. Jameis Winston didn't look that great at all. They were missing Alvin Kamara, one of the best running backs in the NFL. But I think they have him back this week. Let me check real quick before I say that. But I think either way, even if Alvin Kamara is out, I still think the Saints will win. Panthers just really disappointing so far. Ravens versus the Patriots. Ravens, of course, they lost to the Dolphins. The Dolphins came back in the fourth quarter. Patriots, they just haven't really looked that good at all. Their offense hasn't looked good. Their defense, I don't really know. I haven't really paid attention to their defense, but I can't say that their offense has not played well at all. I think the Ravens will win this. Of course, Lamar Jackson came off a really great game. He played absolutely amazing. I mean, there's something he could have done better in that game. And I think if he continues that, he can definitely be in the conversation for MVP. And I definitely think he'll have another one of those type of games against the Patriots. I just don't see the Patriots offense beating the Ravens defense. I don't see the Ravens I don't see the Patriots defense beating the Ravens offense. So I'm going to go with the Ravens, and I think the Ravens will probably win this game pretty easily. It might even be a blowout. Next game, the Lions and the Vikings. I think will probably be another one of those really great games. Lions did almost let a comeback happen against them with the Commanders. The Vikings just got absolutely dominated by the Eagles. Lions, their offense actually looking pretty good. Their defense, except for the passing game, I guess they aren't the best, but I definitely think Aiden Hutchinson and Malcolm Rodriguez, those rookies right there, playing great so far on the defense. But I think their offense will be really good against the Vikings defense this week. And I guess it kind of just comes down to if the Lions defense can stop or contain Justin Jefferson and Dalvin Cook. If they can just kind of contain them, I think the Lions do have a shot at winning this game. And I actually will pick the Lions to upset the Vikings this game. Of course, the Vikings with Kirk Cousins. Kirk Cousins looked bad, horrible against the Eagles on Monday Night Football. But again, it is Monday Night Football, and Kirk Cousins does not have the best history with the Monday Night Football. But still, I'm going to go with the Lions here to upset the Vikings. Again, probably be a really great game. Should be a very high scoring one. Should be a shootout. And I'm definitely looking forward to that one. Maybe just a little bit over the Bills and Dolphins game. No, I still am looking forward to the Dolphins and Bills game just because I'm a Dolphins fan. But this game right here going to be really great. Alright. I'll go over the rest of these later. Kind of go through them through the commercial breaks. Here we go. Kickoff is about to happen. Here's Cade York. Kicks it off. Oh. And it's going to be returned. Goes to the left and gets tackled at the 16-yard line. Jacoby Brissett, 10 for 12, 66 yards, and 2 touchdowns on quick passes. I'll wait till next commercial break. Win probability right now, the Steelers 51%, the Browns 49%, so really anyone's game. Here we go. Start of the second half. Quick throw to Deontay Johnson. He gets to the right sideline and out of bounds immediately for no gain. 2nd and 10. Yeah, Myles Garrett been real quiet this game. Offensive line for the Steelers doing really well. Myles Garrett, 13 pass rush snaps and 0 all across the board. Johnson, top of the screen. Harris, the running back. Trubisky rolls to the left, yeah, and incomplete. Intended receiver was Pickens, kind of a little bit low, but incomplete, and brings up 3rd and 9. Third down targets. Deontay Johnson leads 30% of the time. This season, 40% on third down conversions, 14th in the NFL for the Steelers. Johnson, bottom of the screen. Trubisky drops back, gets away, throws it, and it is... Was it caught? It was caught by Chase Claypool. What a catch. 1st down. Diving catch and kind of just rolls out of bounds. Trubisky, quick throw. Oh, incomplete. Intended receiver was Deontay Johnson. Quick throw, incomplete. And Deontay Johnson, you can definitely see how mad he is about that. But a flag is thrown the opposite side of the field. Referees talking about it right now. Too many men on the field? I think is what they said. Too many men on the field on the defense. So So 1st and 5 for the Steelers. Here we go. Deontay Johnson, top of the screen. Olszewski, I think. Now he's in motion. And it's going to be handed off to Najee Harris. Harris gets about 4 yards in the carry. Brings up 2nd and 1. Time to throw. Mitchell Trubisky, 3.1 seconds. Jacoby Brissett, 2.6 seconds. Harris, the running back. Trubisky hands it off. Harris gets the 1st down. It's about 3 yards in the carry. Now 1st and 10. Najee Harris tonight. 12 rushes, 52 yards, and 1 touchdown. Najee Harris, the running back. Hands it off to Harris. Harris is going to get about 2 yards, maybe 3. Brings up 2nd down. See how fantasy football is doing. All right, he's doing pretty decent. Here we go. 2nd and 7. Pickens in motion. Risky throws it to Harris. Harris hurdles a man, gets the 1st down as well. What a hurdle. What a play by Najee Harris. Brings up 1st and 10. All right. And Trubisky, all the time in the world to throw, just dumps it to Harris, and Harris, nothing. Loses about 5 yards. Brings up 2nd down. Second and 14 now. Current drive for the Steelers, 8 plays, 34 yards, 4 minutes. No back for the Steelers. Trubisky kind of just pitches it to Warren. Warren's going to get the 1st down. What a play by Warren. Warren bounces to the right sideline, and he's going to get a ton of yards on the play. What a play for the Steelers, but there is a flag on the field. And a player also down for the Browns is Walker. Now that his helmet off, not looking good right now. I guess it's gonna be a timeout for the injury. Wasn't looking good there. Don't know what the flag is about. Right. Where were we? I think this game. Eagles versus the Commanders. I think it's obvious. Eagles are gonna win this game. I'd probably put them at the third, maybe fourth best team in the league right now. They're looking really great. Jalen Hurts is looking at an MVP level. The defense is also playing pretty well. Of course, their offense are now the talk. Hurts playing amazing. AJ Brown playing amazing. Devontae Smith playing pretty good. And their running game has been doing pretty well. So I think the Eagles probably will win this game pretty easily against the Commanders. And then the next game, the Chiefs versus the Colts. Uh, Winner is here. It's obviously the Chiefs, but the Colts. The Colts are weird. They'll make it for some reason. They'll make it close with the Chiefs. So I think it will be a pretty close game and a pretty high scoring game. The Chiefs will win again. Another disappointing team, the Colts. The scapegoat last season was Carson Wentz because Carson Wentz just isn't that great. But now they have Matt Ryan, who went to the Super Bowl, of course, did choke a lead. And he was I think. All right, now they're. So yeah, I think it'll be a really close game. And also, Jonathan Taylor had a really disappointing game last week. Didn't get as many carries as he should have got. All right, game back on it, showing it all, showing the injury, and just jumps on him. That's just unnecessary from the offensive line. Now you coming out. Walker now getting onto the cart. Flag was an eligible man downfield on the Steelers. That's just a stupid. So yeah, the foul was an eligible man downfield, 76, which also injured Walker by jumping on top of him while he was already down. Yeah, I don't, that's just stupid. But play here continues. Pickens, bottom of the screen. Warren, the running back. Johnson, top of the screen. Trubisky drops back to pass, throws it deep. It is caught by Deontay Johnson. Picks up about 15 yards. Brings up third and I think 4. Denzel Ward, like we were saying earlier, had a pretty horrible week last week. Allowed 2 touchdowns over 100 yards. And then there's 15 yards for Deontay Johnson. No back for the Steelers. Trubisky rolls to the left, throws it quick and incomplete. Nowhere near the receiver, but a flag is thrown. And the Steelers are pointing towards the Browns. Might be a pass interference or a holding call. What the flag is about. Still talking about it. Pass interference. Offense. On Claypool, so let's see it here. Alright. So yeah, I kind of just, yeah. So 4th and 5. And Steelers will punt it here. And punt. Picking forever. Still have not snapped it. What in the world? Taking forever. I guess we're trying to get maybe the guy off sides, and yeah, trying to draw him off slot on the off sides. So yep. Delay game. Offense. 5-yard penalty. Now 4th and 10 at the Browns 46. Here's the punt. Guys trying to get just 5 yards back. Fair catch called at the 9-yard line. Would have been better off without the 5 yards back. So fair catch called at the Browns 9-yard line. Alright. So yep, Colts very disappointing this year. Chiefs, I think, will win this game, but it's going to be close just because Colts make it close against the Chiefs. Texans versus the Bears, both pretty bad teams. Bears lost to the Packers, got dominated by the Packers, especially that running defense got dominated. The Texans, they're just bad. I think the Bears will win this game. I think it's going to be one of those games where both teams are bad, so they both play really good. Or both seem to play really good. But yeah, the Bears will. I'm going to say the Bears will win this game. But don't be surprised if the Texans win. Jaguars versus Chargers. And I can see the Jaguars actually win this game if Justin Herbert is out. Trevor Lawrence actually hasn't been playing too bad. He's actually been playing pretty good. Christian Kirk still overpaid, but he's actually been playing really well as well. ETN running back. I know a lot of people are mad that they got him on fantasy. He hasn't been playing well at all this year. But I could see an upset here if Justin Herbert is out. But I think either way, I'm still going to pick the Chargers to win. But the Jaguars, I think, could upset and beat the Chargers if Justin Herbert is out. Rams versus the Cardinals. Rams were the almost new Falcons, almost lit up a 28-3 lead against the Falcons. Of course, I did win because Marcus Mariota made a stupid decision. And the Cardinals themselves had another comeback. They beat the Raiders. And I'll finish this up at the new commercial break. But the game is back on. Game back on. Nick Chubb, 8 rushes, 59 yards, 7 yards a carry. 1st and 10, 9:33 to go in the third quarter. First play for the Browns, handoff to the right to Chubb, and Chubb's gonna fight for extra yards. Yeah, he's gonna get 1 yard. Would have been a gain of loss. Would have been a loss of yards, but Nick Chubb fights and gets about 1 yard. Yards per carry. Nick Chubb, first player with 4 straight years of 5 plus averaging and 150 plus carries. So Nick Chubb, really good. No back for the Browns on 2nd and 9. Brissett drops back to pass, throws it. It is caught by Cooper. Cooper gets free down the sideline and steps out of bounds around the 43-yard line. Great play there from the Cooper and Brissett. Cooper so far, 7 targets, 5 receptions, and 63 yards. Also 1 touchdown at the start of the game. Brissett, 17 for 23, 162 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Bell in motion. Chubb the running back. Mark Cooper top of the screen. Fakes the handoff. Dumps it to Njoku. Njoku gets the first down. About a 12-yard gain for Njoku and the Browns. Now into Steelers territory. All right, there we go. 1st and 10. 7:30 to go in the 3rd quarter. Njoku and Peoples-Jones in motion. Chubb, the running back, hands it off to Chubb. Chubb runs down the middle and gets pushed by the offensive line. Turns 6 yards into about 9 yards. Great team effort there from the Browns. All right. 2nd and 1. Chubb the running back. Mark Cooper all by himself up top. And it's going to hand it off. Cooper wide open. Not going to throw. He's going to run himself for the first down to about the Steelers 31. A flag is thrown. It's going to be a holding call. Yup. Holding number 68. Replay 2nd down. Jacoby Brissett backed up Tom Brady, Andrew Luck, Phillip Rivers, and Tua Tagovailoa. Mark Cooper, top of the screen, Njoku, and Peoples-Jones in motion. Chubb, the running back, Brissett under center. Hands it up to Chubb. Chubb cuts in and gets about another great run for Chubb. Gets about 6 yards on the carry. Third down. Browns this season, 3rd down targets. David Njoku, 40%. Peoples-Jones, 40%. And Bell, 20%. I guess right there is today's game, not this season. 3rd and 3. Hunt's going to run it. And Hunt's, just short of the first down. The 4th and 1. All right, Browns will go for it. They are 1 for 2 tonight. Maybe, I guess, season. I don't know. 5 seconds on the play clock. And they're going to hand it off to Hunt. Hunt finds a wide open gap. Great offensive line push. Gets the first down and more. Great run. 9 yards. Kareem Hunt, 6 rushes, 29 yards, averaging 4.8 yards a carry. So maybe an injury timeout, I think, is what's going on. Browns play on the ground, and yeah, I think it's gonna be an injury timeout. All right. So Rams and Cardinals, as I was saying, Rams almost became the Falcons, 28-3. Falcons almost came back, but Marcus Mariota made a bad decision. Cardinals, they had themselves a comeback against the Raiders. Kyler Murray also had the longest 2-point conversion play in history, 21 seconds. And Rams, another one of those disappointing teams this year. And you know what? I'm gonna go with the Cardinals. I'm gonna go with the Cardinals to, I guess, upset the Rams. But I think this game right here is also kind of one of those games that really anyone could win, and it should be 50-50. But I think the Cardinals will win this game. The Rams right now just haven't really proved anything this year. They haven't proved that they can go back to back. They haven't proved they're really a good team so far. Neither have the Cardinals, but I think the Cardinals will win this game. Packers versus the Buccaneers. This right here, also another one of those games that should be really good. Buccaneers, though, losing receivers. Mike Evans out for this week. Julio Jones, Godwin, both. I guess questionable, I think. If all those receivers are out, I don't think they're gonna have a great passing game. But they do have Leonard Fournette. Leonard Fournette so far this season has been playing really good. Packers just beat the Bears like they usually do. Another one of those games that should be really good. I'm gonna go with the Packers. I know the Buccaneers kind of owned the Packers past few years with Tom Brady, but I will go with the Packers for this game. I just don't think Tom Brady's gonna have any help receiving wise. Of course, that defense, Buccaneers defense, is still really good. So that right there should be a good game. For this game right here, back on, Nick Chubb runs to the right, gets about 3 yards. Walker, the Browns earlier, got hurt, of course. He's going to be out for this game. All right, here we go. 5 receivers. Brissett, quick throw to Cooper, catches it about 5 yards. Maybe 6. Yeah, it's going to be 6-yard gain for the Browns. Brings up 3rd and 1. 3:30 to go in the third quarter. Chubb, the running back. Brissett takes it himself, and again, update the stats because best quarterback in QB sneaks. And that's really just a wide open lane for him to get the first down. So Brissett gets the first down First and 10 for the Browns. 2:55 to go in the third quarter. Chubb, the running back, to the left of Brissett. Brissett drops back to pass. Throws it to Njoku. Njoku gets hit while he's up in the air and incomplete. First incomplete for Njoku and Brissett. Welcome in Najuma. Thank you for coming to the live stream. Njoku, of course, was perfect. Had, I think, 8 targets, 8 receptions, and now he should have 9 targets and 8 receptions. A great tackle for Sutton to force that incompletion. Here's second and 10. No running back. Cooper in the slot. Brissett drops back to pass, throws it, and just nothing. Great coverage for Witherspoon on Amari Cooper. Gave Brissett no chance there. Brings up third and 10. Third and 10 at the Steelers' 16-yard line. Cooper bombed the screen. Hunt, the running back. Brissett drops back to pass, throws it. It is caught by Kareem Hunt, but short of the first down. It's about 8 yards on the reception there. We're going to say incomplete. Are they saying incomplete? Oh yeah, incomplete. Hit his hands, hit the ground, and went back into his hands. So 4th and 10. Browns here will attempt a field goal. And Witherspoon looks to be injured as well. Kind of limping and holding his left hand. Cade York missed the extra point earlier. Doesn't look like there's any wind right now. Maybe kicking up now. But here's the field goal attempt. 34-yard attempt. The only kicker in the draft. Cade York had himself a game winner in week 1 against the Panthers. Take the lead here. It is right down the middle. 34-yard attempt for the Browns is good. The Browns lead 16-14. 2:31 to go in the third quarter. All right. Where were we? Right here. All right. Falcons versus Seahawks. Battle of the Birds. Falcons almost came back. Seahawks kind of went back down to earth. I think the Falcons are one of those teams that they're just kind of unlucky. This is what you could say. They have a pretty good roster. They have pretty good players, but just kind of dumb decisions kill them. And I think the Falcons will probably win this game. I'm not going to say easily because they do some stupid stuff. But I think the Falcons will win this game. I think the Seahawks had their spotlight in week 1 against the Broncos. But the Broncos also look like one of those teams that just seem disappointing. Coaching is what's killing them right now, the Broncos, which we'll get to in just a second. But I think the Falcons will win this game. And I'm not going to say easily. So Sunday Night Football, the 49ers versus the Broncos. Broncos, another one of those really disappointing teams. They were 1 QB away from being great. is what everyone was saying. And then they get their one quarterback, Russell Wilson. Bad news is they still have horrible coaching. They don't hack it, can't manage the clock. The fans have to count down to stop a delay of game. Broncos, uh, if they can just get a decent head coach, I think they'd be really good. But right now, they just haven't proven that they can win or do anything. The 49ers have Jimmy Garoppolo back. I think Jimmy Garoppolo is actually pretty good. Not pretty good, but he's above average at quarterback, and he's really underrated. And now I get to another chance with Trey Lance being out for what should be the year. So I will go with the 49ers, and I think they will win. Should be, with how the Broncos have been playing, I think the 49ers will win this game pretty easily. And then we'll get to the Cowboys and Giants next commercial break because the game is back on. And the kickoff was a touchback. Oh, I actually might not even. Yes, I will. Hold on. All right, hold on. I'll do this play real quick. Hands it off to Harris. Harris stopped at the line of scrimmage. Oh, no, he's going to get 1 yard. 1 yard in the carry. I'll be right back. Okie dokie. Oop. So, Steelers punt the ball. I guess and overthrown. I saw a little glimpse of it. It was overthrown. Talking about next week's Thursday Night Football. Bengals versus Dolphins. Last week, Tua, 6 touchdowns. First and since Dolphins with Dan Marino and Bob Grease. Out of breath. Okay. Chubb fighting for yards again. He gets about 5 yards on the carry. Just under a minute to go. Brissett passing under 2.5 seconds. 12 for 15, 100 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Peoples Jones in motion. Chubb the running back. Bryant tight end in motion. Chubb runs and gets about 4 yards. Browns will let this time run out. And that'll be it. Into the third quarter, the Browns lead 16-14. That was kind of a quick quarter. But all right, here we go. Cowboys versus Giants. Cowboys beat the Bengals with Cooper Rush. The Giants are just winning games. Beat the Titans, which isn't as impressive as people really thought it was going to be. And then they beat the Panthers by like 3. Giants, they're still winning games, but not by the best. Cowboys, a lot of people thought their season was over with Dak Prescott going out, but Cooper Rush seemed to be pretty decent against the Bengals. And I think we'll kind of see how Cooper Rush is gonna play while Dak Prescott is out with this game. Now that the Giants actually have film to look at, because I don't think the Bengals really had anything to look at. They didn't really have anything to prepare for. The Bengals, they're just not that great right now, and apparently not former AFC champions. So this game right here just really up in the air, 50-50. Anyone can win. I'm gonna go with the Cowboys, but it's gonna be a really close game. The Giants could even upset the Cowboys. I think they very well could, but I'm gonna go with the Cowboys to win this game on Monday Night Football. That'll be it for my predictions. I'm also gonna be making a video, I think probably tomorrow. I think I'll make a video tomorrow, kind of get going into more detail with all these predictions, why I think each team will win. Now back to this game. Apparently there's 23 seconds to go in the fourth quarter, and the Browns lead 16-14. But so far in this game, Browns 294 total yards, 122 rushing yards, 172 passing yards. And for the Steelers, 247 total yards, 104 rushing yards, and 143 passing yards. Okay, the game back on. 3rd and 1. 2 tight ends, Chubb the running back. Cooper ball on the screen. Fakes the handoff, Brissett. Throws it deep to Cooper, wide open. It is caught past midfield to about the Steelers' 39-yard line. Wow, everyone thinking it's going to be either a sneak or a handoff to Chubb. But then Brissett fakes the handoff, and there you go, wide open, Amari Cooper. Check something real quick. Oop. All right, there we go. Oh. First and 10, Chubb takes the handoff, bounces inside, bounces forward. What was that? Chubb gets the first down and more to about the Steelers' 23-yard line. Now over 100 yards for Nick Chubb. Jumped inside and just bounced off the defender for like an extra 5 yards. And then got the first down. And now over 100 yards for Nick Chubb. Great, great offensive line as well. Kareem Hunt now the running back. Cooper, top of the screen. Hands it off to Hunt. Hunt, another great run. Gets about 8 yards. Brings up 2nd and 2. Nick Chubb today, 15 rushes, 104 yards, averaging 6.9 yards a carry. No touchdown yet for Nick Chubb. Hunt, the running back, Njoku in motion. Now Peoples-Jones in motion. Hunt takes the handoff for about 3 or 4 yards. Highsmith takes tackles Hunt. And for 1 yard, okay. I wish they would show better views on this broadcast whenever it's like that. They're going to go to the same exact view. Hunt, the running back. There we go. This is a better one. And Brissett takes himself on 3rd and inches and gets about 5 yards. Wow. QB carry. Brissett on 3rd and inches and gets about 5 yards. It's 6 yards. I mean, yeah, it's all like... Yeah, I mean, it was wide open for him. And he takes it. And I honestly think if he didn't, like, just drop his shoulders, he could have gone even further. Now inside the 10, 1st and goal. Hunt, the running back, to the left, Brissett. Snap, hands off to Hunt. Hunt. And another great run. Inside the 5 now. 2nd and goal. Hunt. I thought he would kind of lip in there for a second, but he seems to be fine. Since 2020, the Browns 3,780 rushing yards after contact, 2nd in the NFL. Hunt, the running back. Brissett hands it off. Hunt cuts inside and just short of the end zone. Stopped at the 1 yard line. 3rd and goal. Kareem Hunt tonight, 10 rushes, 45 yards, averaging 4.5 yards a carry. Tackled by Bush. Great tackle by Bush. Go across the field and tackle Kareem Hunt. We got, what is this view? Now we have like a bird's eye view. Hunt takes the handoff. And Hunt, again, just like an inch short of the end zone. Brings up 4th and goal. And I think they will go for here. 4th down conversions this season, 50%. Tied 4th in the NFL. Line is stacked. Reset. Does not take himself. Chubb jumps over the crowd and touchdown Cleveland. Nick Chubb gets his touchdown. And he's having himself a game over 100 yards and now a touchdown. Scoring drive, 11 plays, 80 yards, 6 minutes, 35 seconds. So the Browns now lead 22-14. And to make it a 2 possession game, Cade York makes the extra point. A weird kick. Looked like it was going to miss at first. It went to the left upright and then to the right upright. It was weird. But it works. And the Browns lead 23-14 and make it a 2-possession game. 9:29 to go in the fourth quarter. Browns have 365 total yards, 161 rushing yards, and 204 passing yards. Brissett having a great game, 20 for 29, 212 yards, 2 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. Nick Chubb having a great game, 16 rushing attempts, 105 yards, 1 touchdown. Longest run was 36 yards. Kareem Hunt, 11 rushing attempts, 45 yards, 0 touchdowns. Brissett, 3 QB sneaks, 11 yards. Longest was 6. Amari Cooper receiving 10 targets, 7 receptions, 101 yards, 1 touchdown. Also having himself a great game. Njoku, 9 targets, 8 receptions, 81 yards, 1 touchdown. Having himself a great game. Kareem Hunt, 4 targets, 3 receptions, 14 yards, no touchdowns. Peoples-Jones, 3 targets, 1 reception, 10 yards. Bell, 1 target, 1 reception, 6 yards. Forstall, 1 target, did not catch it. And then Nick Chubb, 1 target, did not catch it. All right. All right, game is back on. Kind of just going over the last scoring drive for the Browns. Great drive. All right, go. Cade York, kickoff. Just be a touchback. The Browns, they have to play Atlanta, then the Chargers, then the Patriots, then the Ravens, and then the Bengals. Steelers, Jets, Bills, Buccaneers, Dolphins, and Eagles. So they have a really tough schedule upcoming for the Steelers. All right, 1st and 10, 25-yard line. Najee Harris takes it himself and trips. No gain on the play. All right, here we go. 2nd and 10, just under 9 minutes to go. Najee Harris, the running back. Johnson, bottom of the screen. Pickens, top of the screen. Trubisky drops back to pass. Throws it deep. It is incomplete. Throws it to Claypool. Into traffic as well. Covered really well. So incomplete. Brings up 3rd and 10. Yeah, not the greatest decision, but almost did. It almost worked out. All right, here we go. Deontay Johnson, bottom of the screen. I think Harris still the running back. And it should be a false start. Yup, false start on the Steelers' offensive line. Not what you want. Tonight, third down targets. Chase Claypool leads with 2. And also Deontay Johnson with 2. George Pickens with 1. And Najee Harris with 1. Steelers are 1 for 6 on third down. Win probability. Browns 91. Steelers 9%. 91% for the Browns. Trubisky drops back to pass. Throws it. It is way overthrown. High. And 3 and out for the Steelers. Great defensive stop for the Browns. Now you got to give the ball back to a hot Browns offense. Punt off and received at the Browns 33 and returned it to the Browns 39. Browns have a 93% chance to win the game by next gen stats. 8:32 to go in the fourth quarter. The Browns lead 23-14. And kind of what everyone really thought. The Steelers offense not clicking when it needs to. And they got to give it back to a good Browns offense. Steelers, Trubisky, 14 for 23, 143 yards, no touchdowns, no interceptions. Rushing, Najee Harris, 15 attempts, 56 yards, 1 touchdown. Longest run was 10 yards. Jalen Warren, 4 attempts, 30 yards, no touchdowns. Did fumble it, but was picked up by Deontay Johnson. Claypool, 1 attempt, 11 yards. Trubisky, 2 attempts, 7 yards and a touchdown. Receiving for the Steelers, Deontay Johnson, 8 targets, 6 receptions, 63 yards. Longest catch was 16 yards. George Pickens, 5 targets, 2 receptions, 34 yards. Longest catch was 36 and was an amazing one-handed catch as well. Chase Claypool, 5 targets, 2 receptions, 34 yards. Longest catch was 20 yards. Najee Harris, 3 targets, 3 receptions, 9 yards. Jalen Warren, 1 target, 1 reception, 3 yards. Firemouth, 1 target, did not catch it. Steelers, total yards, 247, 104 rushing yards, and 143 passing yards. Game is back on. Here we go. 1st and 10, 8:32 to go in the fourth quarter. The Browns have the ball at their own 39. This season, games with 100+ yards after contact. Nick Chubb, 2. Rest of the NFL, 2. Nick Chubb takes the handoff. Gets about 2 yards on the carry. Nick Chubb tonight, 17 rushes. 107 yards, averaging 6.2 yards a carry, and 1 touchdown. Has 101 yards after contact. Nick Chubb, bottom of the screen. Mari Cooper, top of the screen. 5 receivers. Brissett drops back, throws it to Njoku. Njoku catches it and pushes himself past the first down. Great second effort. Welcome in, Grandpa. Thank you for coming to the live stream. 7:35 to go in the fourth quarter. Njoku, 9 receptions, 89 yards, 1 touchdown. Has had 10 targets, playing really well. Chubb, the running back. Peoples-Jones, bottom of the screen. Mark Cooper, top of the screen. Bell in the slot. And hand off to Chubb to the right. Chubb gets about 3 yards on the carry. Yeah, Minka Fitzpatrick has had himself a pretty great season, but tonight, nothing really. Minka Fitzpatrick since 2019, 18 takeaways, 13 interceptions, 5 fumble recoveries, tied second most in the NFL. Brissett under motion, Chubb the running back. Brissett hands off to Chubb, and Chubb gets stopped behind the line of scrimmage for about a 5-yard loss. Highsmith. All right, here we go. Third down. 3rd and 12. Their own 30, not 38, 48. Brissett drops back to pass, throws it high. Mark Cooper. Intended for Mark Cooper. Hit his chest and bounced about 10 feet in the air and dropped down incomplete. Yeah. So Brown's going to have to punt the ball with 5:40 to go. Punt off. And return received. Oh, nope. Bounces at around the 5-yard line. Great punt. Great punt. And now Steelers have to go 95 yards down the field. Trailing 23-14. So great. Now change. And the Pittsburgh Steelers, which have not been doing anything on offense for the past quarter, had to go 95 yards down the field. And they have to do it pretty quickly. See how that other game. Oh, good grief. West Virginia is killing Virginia Tech. All right. So the Steelers so far, 247 total yards, 104 rushing yards, and 143 passing yards. Trubisky, 14 for 23, 143 yards, no touchdowns, no interceptions. Najee Harris rushing, 15 attempts, 56 yards, 1 touchdown. Longest run was 10 yards. Jaylen Warren, 4 attempts, 30 yards. Longest run was 10 yards. Claypool, 1 attempt, 11 yards. Trubisky, 2 attempts, 7 yards and a touchdown. Deontay Johnson, receiving, 8 targets, 6 receptions, 63 yards. No touchdowns. Pickens, 5 targets, 2 receptions, 34 yards. Longest catch was 36, which was an amazing one-handed catch. Chase Claypool, 5 targets, 2 receptions, 34 yards. Najee Harris, 3 targets, 3 receptions. Oh, here's the one-handed catch, just horizontally in the air and just perfect. All right, game back on. Steelers got to do something here. Pickens, of course, 2 catches, 34 yards. Trubisky quickly throws it to Claypool, and Claypool gets about 7 yards. Drafted receivers for the Steelers in 2019, Deontay Johnson. In 2020, Chase Claypool. And in 2022, George Pickens. Trubisky throws it downfield, and it is caught by Deontay. No, incomplete. Intended receiver was Deontay Johnson, just a little bit too low. And Trubisky so far only 150 yards, 15 for 25. So 3rd and 3. Gotta invert this. Harris, the running back. Claypool in motion. Deontay Johnson, top of the screen. Trubisky drops back. Pressure. And gets sacked for a loss at around the 10-yard line. Brings up 4th down. What a stop by the Cleveland Browns. And gonna have to punt it. Phillips with the sack. Yeah, Jacob Phillips just got right through the offensive line. Perfect play. Perfect defensive stop. So here's the punt with 4:25 to go. Received at the 45 and returned it to about the 49. And next week, Thursday Night Football, Dolphins versus the Bengals. And Pickens, obviously frustrated. Don't know who at. But here's the Browns at their own 49. Hands it off to Hunt. Hunt gets past midfield, but only about the Steelers 49. And a timeout called by the Steelers. Next gen stats, Browns win probability is at 98%. And now the win probability is 91% for the Browns. Oh, now it's at 99%, changing every second now. Talking about TJ Watt with the Steelers. With TJ Watt, they're 52, 24, and 2. Without TJ Watt, they're 0 and 5 and looking to be 0 and 6. Nick Chubb, the running back, pulls Jones in motion. Mari Cooper, bottom of the screen. And out to Nick Chubb, and Chubb is going to get tackled behind the line of scrimmage. Cameron Hayward for about a loss of 1. And second timeout for the Steelers. 3rd down, need to stop here. Rushing yards tonight, Steelers 104, Browns 164. All right. 3rd and 10. Steelers need to stop. 5 seconds on the play clock. Reset, drops back to pass, and just gets sacked. Smith again. Brings up 4th down. Smith week 1 versus the Bengals had 3 sacks, 2 tackles for loss, 4 QB hits, and 1 forced fumble. Fourth and 17. Steelers save their timeout. 3:20 to go in the 4th quarter. Here's the punt. And out of bounds around the 19-yard line. 3:13 to go in the 4th quarter. First and 10. Browns defense through week 2, 34 points allowed in the 4th quarter, tied most in the NFL, which is the Ravens. And tonight, of course, 0. Here we go. Najee Harris, the running back. Pickens at the bottom of the screen. Johnson, top of the screen. Trubisky throws it. It is caught by Deontay Johnson out of bounds. But a 13-yard gain. Trubisky, 162 yards, 16 for 26. Great catch, Deontay Johnson. Again, Pickens at the bottom of the screen. Johnson, top of the screen. Harris, the running back. Trubisky throws it deep over the defender. Freiermuth catches it past the line. Hold on. Past the. I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. Pass midfield. There we go. Now into Browns territory. Trubisky drops back to pass, throws it. Freiermuth again, caught. Been quiet all game. Now finally showing up at the Cleveland Browns 26. 2:30 to go. Trubisky drops back to pass. Same exact play to Pickens in the end zone. Pickens almost one-handed. Oh, and it's intercepted. Oh, they're gonna say incomplete. And you could see how mad Pickens was at that throw. Pickens, the intended receiver, almost one-handed catch again. But it's going to be incomplete. Right foot hit out of bounds. Steelers, Trubisky, most of all, get away with it. And another chance. Welcome in. We're on Becky's Travel, and thanks, Dad, for the raid. Pickens, bottom of the screen. Johnson, top of the screen. Trubisky throws it to Pickens. It's caught, and Pickens gets about. Oh, he stays on his feet. Oh, ooh. Pickens gets about 4 yards. 3rd down. 2:05 to go. Trubisky throws it end zone and incomplete. Flag is thrown. Man, all of a sudden I'm stuttering everything. So 2 flags are thrown. And it should also be a 2-minute warning. Fouls by both teams. They go shift, offense. Pass interference in the defense. Number 21. Replay, third down, offset. So 2-minute warning. Games to look forward to. Buffalo Bills versus the Miami Dolphins, 1 p.m. Eastern Time. And then the Green Bay Packers versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at 4:25 p.m. Eastern Time. San Francisco 49ers versus the Denver Broncos, Sunday Night Football, 8:20 p.m. Eastern Time. And then Monday Night Football, Dallas Cowboys versus New York Giants. All those games should be really good. I don't know about the Broncos. I don't think the Broncos are gonna make it that good of a game. Yeah, it's actually like I said, it's gonna like I said, yeah, it was a pretty good game. A lot of people said it wasn't gonna be that good, but it's actually been pretty decent. All right, go ahead, tell Landon. So 3rd and 5. Steelers need to score something. Johnson, bottom of the screen, Trubisky. Taking forever to snap the ball. There we go. Trubisky rolls to the right, throws it to Firemouth, and it's incomplete. 4th and 5. Yeah, I saw that they got killed by West Virginia. Did they just do it to them? How many penalties do they have? This season, the Steelers have not gone for it on 4th down, apparently. They're not going to go for it. A 39-yard attempt for Boswell. And it's good, but the whistles were blown before. Oh, flag. Flag is thrown. 110 yards and penalties. Good grief. Twelve men on the field. Too many men on the. I am just stuttering so much in like the last 2 minutes. Too many men on the field for the Browns. Yeah, yep, there's 12. So 4th and 1. Do you change the play call here? Or do you doesn't just make it easier for your field goal? Mike Tomlin. Talking with the referees, I guess, like wondering why the play called dead. Next gen stats, 92% make probability on this field goal. 34-yard attempt to keep Pittsburgh in this. Almost blocked, but it goes right down the middle. And the Browns lead 23-14. Next gen stats, Browns have a 96% chance to win this game. And Mike Tomlin again having a conversation with the referee. Guess referees are just kind of trying to. I don't know right now what the problem is right now. All right, here we go. Onside kick for Boswell. 148 to go in the fourth quarter. The Browns lead 23-17. And it's taking forever. Last week versus the Jets, the Browns had a 99.7 win percentage with 155 to go. Here's the onside kick. It's high, and it is oh, it's almost recovered by the Steelers. Wow. Oh, wow. I totally thought that Pickens was about to get it. It bounced high. Just barely past Pickens, but the flag is on the field. Flag on the field, referees discussing it. Browns definitely going to work on their onside kicks recoveries because yeah, I guess Pickens even went off sides and still just passed him. Offsides, kicking team 14, which is Pickens. So first down for Cleveland. But a bit of a scare for the Browns with their onsides. Gotta start working on those in practice because that was almost 2 weeks in a row. But 146 to go in the fourth quarter. First and 10. Chubb, the running back. Again, taking forever. All right, here we go. Nick Chubb runs it. It's about 4 yards. And Pittsburgh takes their final timeout. So, oh nope. Maybe commercial break? No, all right. 2nd and 7. Reset under center. Hands out to Chubb. Chubb finds a gap and almost a first down. 3rd and 1. They get 1 yard. Game is over. Nick Chubb, 22 rushes, 113 yards, and 1 touchdown. 105 to go in the fourth quarter. 3rd and 1. And they're just going to take the delay of game. No, a timeout. Timeout for the Browns. First timeout for the Browns. 54 seconds to go. Game is over if they get the first down. Steelers on the field for their defense. 3 defensive linemen, 5 linebackers, and 3 defensive backs. Chubb, the running back. Reset under center. Hands it off. Chubb is, I think, just short. I think short like a foot. Browns saying they have it. 3 Brown players saying they have it, but I don't think they have it. 36 seconds to go. I think they're going to mark them short. And by that spot, I think it is short. Breaking out the markers, or here we go. First down, they win. And first down, Cleveland Browns. There you go. The Cleveland Browns will win this game 23-17. Nick Chubb gets that 1 yard and they win. Should just be, oh, official review. I guess they're going to maybe check the spot. Yeah, they're going to review the spot. I was kind of thinking that maybe they're a little bit too generous with the spot, but here we go. Here's a replay. Not the best view at all. Oh, he does kind of reach at the end. Maybe he does get it. Where is he at? Where's Chubb? There's Chubb. Oh, I think he's short. Or maybe. Replay it. If his, they're not showing any great views. That one view is pretty decent, but now they're just showing these like bird eye view, and I think he's short. Still reviewing it. Be better they showed us the other view. Still reviewing it. I think it was a really generous spot for the Browns. Mike Tomlin talking with the refs. "36 seconds to go in the fourth quarter." He's pointing at the big screen. Oh yeah, he's furious. I guess we're not going to be getting any more looks at it. Still looking at it. All right, referees now talking about it. And I think now here we go. Here's the call. Runner was short of the line of gain. So there will be 40 seconds to go. Not 4 seconds, 40 seconds. There you go. 40 seconds to go. 4th and inches. And here's to win it for the Browns. You just sneak it with Brissett. Why not? Njoku in motion. Running the time down. Let me go back over there. And 14 seconds to go. Browns called timeout. And I think they're going to punt it. So 15 seconds to go. And I think they're gonna punt it here. Browns will punt it. And the Steelers should get another chance. Okay. My stream turned off for a second. Now it's back on. Steelers with a 1% chance to win from Next Gen Stats. Here's the punt. Gets it away. And down inside the 10-yard line. At the 4-yard line. Great punt. Now the Steelers, 9 seconds. Great punt. Thank you, Grandpa. Oop, there we go. All right, here we go. Steelers, one last chance. 9 seconds to go at their own 4-yard line. Harris, the running back. Pickens, bottom of the screen. Deontay Johnson, top of the screen. Throws it to Deontay Johnson. Laterals it to Claypool. Laterals it to Harris. Harris laterals it to nobody. And it's going to be covered for a touchdown. Touchdown to the Browns. Denzel Ward, which has not been having himself a great game, does get the touchdown. Touchdown Browns, and they will win the game 29-17. And that's it. Browns. Great game for the Browns. Steelers asking themselves questions on who should be quarterback. The Browns just overall played a really great game, and they beat the Steelers. There's that. Brissett had himself a great game. 21 for 31, 220 yards, 2 touchdowns. Had 3 QB sneaks. Caught every single one of them for 11 yards. Njoku also had a great game. 10 targets, 9 receptions, 89 yards, 1 touchdown. Amari Cooper also played well. 11 targets, 7 receptions, 101 yards, and 1 touchdown. Great game from Amari Cooper. Nick Chubb had a really great game. 23 rushing attempts, 113 yards, 1 touchdown. Longest run was 36 yards. And now for Pittsburgh. Question is, do you keep Trubisky or do you switch to Pickett? I think they'll still keep Trubisky for a couple more weeks. But I know a lot of people want to see Pickett. Trubisky, 20 for 32, 207 yards, no touchdowns, no interceptions. Najee Harris, 15 rushing attempts, 56 yards, 1 touchdown. Longest run was 10 yards. And receiving, Deontay Johnson, 11 targets, 8 receptions, 84 yards. Did not score a touchdown. Freiermuth, 4 targets, 2 receptions, 41 yards. George Pickens, 7 targets, 3 receptions, 39 yards, and also had an amazing one-handed catch. Claypool, 6 targets, 3 receptions, 35 yards. Najee Harris, 3 targets, 3 receptions, 5 yards. And Jalen Warren, 1 target, 1 reception for 3 yards. Let's go over it one last time. Browns had 376 total yards, 171 rushing yards, and 205 passing yards. Steelers had 308 total yards, 104 rushing yards, and 204 passing yards. So that's it for this game. That's it for this stream. Cleveland Browns improved to 2-1. Steelers fall to 1-2. I just want to thank all of you for coming to the live stream. If you like the live stream, make sure to like. Enjoyed myself. Subscribe. Be greatly appreciated. I will be doing a live stream on Saturday of the Duke versus Kansas game, and I'll be doing a live stream on Sunday for NFL Red Zone for 7 straight hours, giving you all the latest updates, all the touchdowns, all the red zone plays, all of that good stuff. And I'll of course be giving you Sunday Night Football, Monday Night Football. Make sure to tune into those if you did enjoy this stream. Thank you, Meg. Thank you, Najuma. Hope you all have a good night. Until next time.